6:5. And the context is kind of a negative connotation throughout the context, but there's one phrase that I just want to highlight, just pulled out for us. It says, having tasted of the powers of the age to come. I feel like things like this are what we're talking about. At least one tiny little corner of what we're talking about. There are, in the ages to come, which by the way, Ephesians 2:7 says that the grace of God may be made manifest in the ages to come. So there are a lot more ages. We're at least on the first or second age after Paul. And so there are more ages to come, and the grace of God is going to be manifest. That's what Paul's prayer was to the Ephesians. But in each age there is a grace or power that is manifest. It's identified in that grace. It's made manifest in that grace. We could see that very clearly in Judaism. There was a certain grace for that. Christianity, there was a certain grace for that. We're moving into another age. Well, what is that grace going to be? What is the power of that age going to look like? And there will be multiple ones. There won't be just one. I think one of them is we're going to probably develop the skill of learning how to communicate via light. I think another one is going to be transportation. Was it done back in Old Testament? Yes, it was, but very few times. Was it done in New Testament? Yes, but very few times. If things change in our country, if things get kind of hamstrung and shut down, you and I, if we learn how to live in the powers of this age, not last age, but in the age that is emerging upon us, the heavenly age, or whatever we're going to call it, we don't know that yet. But if we learn how to live in that, there ain't nobody can hold us down. There ain't nobody. Travel, what's that? That's not a problem. Food, what's that? Ravens can bring you food. Angels can fix your rice cakes, you know. So, this is not a problem. Jesus shows up and fixes bread and fish upon the fire. You know, it's just like, where did he get that fish? He just showed up and he just started cooking. So, I don't know. Did he have it in his hip pocket? Some fish hardtack or something. I don't know. Maybe that's what it was. But no, I think, we learn to live in the presentness of heaven with us, rather than like someday, somewhere over the. So having tasted of the powers of the age to come. Well, evidently one of the powers of the age to come, as we are learning now to move into transfiguration, I say that very proactively, right? You caught that, right? I don't know anybody yet who has manifested in light, although I have heard stories, even in modern day. But as we're moving into that, that's one of the powers of the age that is emerging upon us. I believe, John, you're touching something else. We'll know even as we're fully known. So your knower knows. Had they ever seen Elijah and Moses? I don't think so. Did they have like a library? They went down an encyclopedia and saw the picture, Their knower knew.
We probably had tags on it.
Oh yeah, name tags. Hello.
Bless the day we get rid of the name tag.
So you see, what are we doing? We're naming a few things. Transporting, supernatural transportation, communication via light, and communication has more than just thought process. It also has influence. Think of light. What does sunlight do? It doesn't carry so much data. It carries impact, effectiveness. How's our light doing? Is it impacting? Is it bringing influence? That's what we did. We brought it into the environment a while ago. Bring it into the. If Peter's shadow can heal people, I wonder what our light could do. Come on. Isn't it something, how the Lord just kind of is pushing back those barriers little by little. He's helping us. Yeah. And then knowing, even as we're fully known,